Okay everybody, I'm going to do a video here. This was a spring cleanup that happened, I believe it was last Saturday. So it's been about 8 days. When that spring cleanup was done, this lawn was actually scalped down to about 1.5 inches. We do that for several reasons in the spring when it comes to spring cleanups. Now 9 days later, I actually had an issue where we had clumping occurring, and you can see some of the remnants right here, I think. I really don't know if you can see an angle there, but a lot of it actually had to be blown around. Here's a better example, if I can get it. But a lot of the grass clippings actually had to be blown around and distributed. And that was cutting this lawn at approximately 2.5 inches. It's early in the season, so going 2.5 inches is okay. And I've known this for several years. I've been cutting lawns for over 20 years. I just wanted to touch base on this to give everybody the insight of what the after dealings are after you actually do a spring cleanup, aerate the lawn, and do all the necessary things that are needed to a spring cleanup when it's actually done. So, and if it's done correctly. Like I said, this was cut at about 1.5 inches when the spring cleanup occurred, and now 9 days later we're having no choice but to go 2.5 inches. And by the next time that we actually cut the lawn, we're probably going to be closer to 3 inches. There was other things done today. Obviously, like for example right here, all the sidewalks were edged. That's something that I also do as needed. I'll actually run the side edger along the sidewalks. But yeah, this gives everybody a little insight as to what happens when you do a spring cleanup correctly. Okay, this project, yeah, got some bare spots that have not necessarily formed in the lawn, but these, for example, were actually stumps that were ground out. Here we actually had, if you look, there's a gas meter back there. There was gas meter and electric service that was done not last year but the year before, and the lawn never quite took. So over here they had completely ripped this apart also. Got this to partly take last fall. Then over here there was actually a tree stump that was also removed. But and we had some curb repair done within the past year or so. But basically, yeah, I gotta do some spot repair on lawn here. I gotta kind of watch my budget on this one, but we do want to try and get the lawn back up and running. Hopefully the aeration that was done, as you can see right there, there's a core plug that was done. Hopefully the aeration starts helping. I did notice that it is working in some spots, so, but yeah, this is going to be this afternoon's project. Got basically spot repair to do on the lawn, so I'll jump in as the video goes, as I'm going along here, and to clue everybody in what goes on. Alright. Okay everybody, this is what's going on. Apparently when the gas company dug out a lot of their stuff, they backfilled a lot of it with sand. As you can see, there's an orange hue to that from the sand, whereas this is the black dirt. Okay, what's going on is I had to dig out a lot of the dirt Here where the stumps were, I've actually had to remove the existing wood chips and so forth. Over here there was just a montage of everything. I'm going to try and top coat dress this area and maybe get something to stick. I sound kind of skeptical because there is an issue going on here, and short of getting a soil sample, really don't know what to do. But I think over here a lot of the problem lies in that there was more sand than there was actually topsoil. So I'm gonna work with this. Where this tree stump was removed, it seems like it's pretty good dirt here, so I'm just going to try and aerate this up and loosen it up like I did, and hopefully I can get some grass seed to stick. Doing this stuff is always problematic because you don't know what you're dealing with on why the grass seed isn't sticking, so that's why I'm choosing to actually replace the topsoil here. Last summer I actually did try and get some grass seed to stick here, and we were having difficulty. Here I think it actually has to do with the English yews that are right in this area here. As you can see, there's a lot of English yews here that are possibly dropping their needles, and that's what could be killing off a lot of the lawn. But I think if I keep on cleaning up the needles in this area, I'm hoping to solve the problem. So, but let me get some topsoil put in these areas and go from there. And yeah, so let me get going on putting topsoil in these holes and level it off and get some grass seed down. So, alright, I'll check back in a little bit. Okay everyone, I'm at the point now where I've actually started to seed. I kind of overlooked to clue you guys in on topsoil filling process, but here I have this one basically completed. I've been just raking it in by hand. I might go over with the actual rake in a little bit, but to disperse it I've been actually just using my hand and slowly going over it all. This is the end result of the bigger one. Kind of ironic from this angle, I almost have a heart shape here. Didn't even try to, and it appears it's showing up on the camera as a heart shape. But yeah, I got a little bit down here. It basically was a line that literally went kind of in a curve shape. I think it's because of the PVC pipe that they had to use to make the bend for the electric line, because it was both the electric and the gas that were taken apart within a couple months of each other. But yeah, one kind of runs I think on top of the other. But anyway, yeah, kind of ironic that I actually got a heart shape here out of this and I didn't even try to. Maybe that's Instagram worthy. But anyway, yeah, let me get the rest of this seeding and so forth done. I got like 2 small spots and a larger spot. I gotta get the seed down, and I'm losing light as I speak, so this is kind of the last job of the day. Here also I had to do some overseeding or some spot repair, but like I said, I'm losing light by the minute, so let me quick get this done so I can get the end result. And if you've seen the other day's video about the two front end loader scoops of topsoil that I put in the truck, well, this is the end result. Maybe 2 coal shovelfuls. Yeah, so I was pretty good on my calculations. When you get to be in this industry as long as I have, you learn how much to judge on stuff when you're going to need it. But I loaded that up, I believe it was Friday or Saturday, but anyway, yeah, that kind of gives you an idea. But let me get to this and get this finished, and then I can show you the end result. So, see you in a little bit. Okay, everybody, now I'm done with the spot repair on this one. So, I have basically everything down that's needed to be down. Grass seed and mulch and all the ingredients, if you want to say. Hopefully all this takes now, considering the uphill battle that I've been kind of fighting with this property. Some of this wasn't, this large area here wasn't wanting to take, and I knew that there was sand, a lot of sand mix in the soil. Yeah, so this area here was a complete and total disaster area last year, because they actually replaced the telephone pole, and that's when the electric line was put in. So this whole area was completely torn apart. A lot of the grass is taking now. I'm hoping by the end of the summer this area develops into something. I got that last little patch here. Well, there's a lot of little patches that I'm hoping are just going to fill in on their own. I did put some grass seed down in some of the holes, such as like that one. I didn't put any mulch on it. I ran out. I needed like an extra quarter bag, and I ran out, and it's too late to get to a co-op. If I think about it tomorrow, I'll head out there and pick some up to sprinkle down in these spots. But even without putting any easy mulch down, it should actually work, because I did loosen up the soil. So the mulch actually just helps the ground retain the moisture. What the mulch is it's actually ground up newspapers that are compressed into a feeder, and then basically they're dried out and whatnot. And when it rains out, they absorb moisture, and it holds the moisture. And so yeah, so this area right here with these couple stumps, removing the soil, because there was a lot of wood chip grindings in that. Same with over here, this was a lot of wood chip grindings too. So hopefully, like I said, this area takes and we get an end result, because this lawn for the most part was a complete and total disaster area. I'll kind of do a pan here really quickly, and even from a distance, dandelions are in full bloom in our area, and you can't see a single yellow spot. So same thing when I pan this way, you can't really see anything yellow. This customer actually is right on the shoreline of Lake Michigan, and when you live this close to Lake Michigan, we do get what's known as the late spring, because Lake Michigan stays so cold that within a few blocks of Lake Michigan in our town, people do actually feel the difference, versus if you go a half mile away from Lake Michigan. So basically this neighborhood actually suffers because they're so close proximity to Lake Michigan, where right now if I go a half mile away from Lake Michigan, it's 55 degrees, but where I'm actually working right now, I'm dealing in 40-degree temperatures. So there is a drastic difference. But anyhow, I'm going to cut this video out, and between the lawn cutting I did earlier, which I also did some patchwork in the backyard, which I didn't get into the video, and this patchwork project. This one I did not scalp any of the grass down in the surrounding areas to the patch areas, because the grass is weak in those areas to begin with. So that's why I didn't scalp anything down. I could have, but in this case I think it was better just to leave it the way it is and as it does get longer, I can always take the trimmer to it and trim around these areas. But like I said, on that note, I'm gonna cut out here, and if you like the video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to the channel and on more videos like this, because these are the type of videos that I'll actually do. I don't think I'm gonna put a lot of emphasis into my lawn mowing videos, because the lawn mowing videos can get kind of redundant. I know there's a lot of guys out there that do them. I don't know how everybody feels about the lawn mowing videos, but if you do want to see lawn mowing videos, you can always let me know, because I do them. Yeah, but on that note, like I said, if you like the channel, hit the like button. If you like the video, I mean, you can hit the like button. If you want to subscribe to the channel, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.